Welcome to a very special of Indiana Sports with the Joe. We are the Joe Schmoes. Do I sound like a broken record sometimes? Probably, more than likely. Tonight's episode, though, features IU football preview. We have potentially 3 guests coming on here that should be getting on very, very shortly. Batman Bentley should be joining us today. The Beard comes out of hiding and will join us tonight. And CeeLo should also be joining us very, very shortly. But until they do, tonight, obviously, like I said at the beginning of the video, it is the IU season preview. Indiana football, it's a love-hate relationship with a lot of IU fans. We love IU. We wish they were good all the time. Unfortunately, they're usually not that good. But with that said, we will always try to get them going here. So, as I'm looking to add Mr. CeeLo here, unable to add guest. Technical difficulties always get us on this Facebook Live stuff. Critchlow, if you can hear me, hop off and hop back on. That usually works. See if we can get him on here this time. Unable to join. Already a guest. Let's work on getting Batman on here real fast. Connection failed. Okay. So we got No, that's Batman. Let's see if we can get Critchlow. Adding Critchlow. And then I sent Josiah an invite. There's Critchlow. Ooh, look at the setup that Critchlow's got. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, look at him. That's professional. I'm kind of wondering. Oh, I can hear you just fine. I'm wondering if you should be the host tonight of all this.
No, we had to convert the garage into a little better viewing.
I am digging all of this right now. We are still waiting on the Beard. I do believe he did say he's getting on here tonight. So the Beard, Josiah Eller, comes out of hiding. But I will just, before we get into this, I will just continue what I was talking about before you guys got on here. There's the Beard right there. We got Josiah Eller on. So IU football, it's like a love-hate relationship when it comes to IU football. It's hope for the best, expect the worst. They usually only win about 4 or 5 games. Could this season be different? Analysis don't think so. They have us finishing 17 out of 18 Big Ten teams this year. And it doesn't look good for our Hoosiers, at least from the experts' point of view. But we are the Joe Schmoes. And we might just have a different idea. And maybe we might pump a little life into this organization tonight. But I feel that they have the tools to maybe make a good run. And the schedule is pretty favorable this year for the Hoosiers. With that said, let me introduce my special guest. Obviously, joined as always, we got Batman Bentley to my right here. We also have CeeLo with the beautiful setup tonight. Loving that setup. I told you from the start, you should probably be the host right now. And then we got the Beard, my man Josiah Eller, coming out of hiding. We haven't seen him in a little bit. It's good to have the Beard and the Schmo man back. Josiah Eller, thank you for joining us tonight. Yes. And how are we doing this evening, gentlemen? Thank you for letting me know.
I'm good, man.
You're good? Okay. Logan, how about you?
Good. Real good.
Good. Okay. Critchlow, what you got?
Oh, wow. I forgot my jersey.
Oh, that's okay. I'm wearing my uniform still from work. Building SA cars. It's all good. Critchlow, real fast. I did talk to my buddy tonight, possibly Sunday evening for a Notre Dame football preview if you're interested.
Yeah, that should work.
That should
check and make sure.
Okay.
I don't think I have any fantasy drafts next week.
All right, sounds good. Logan, say a few things about this IU team real fast before we actually go into game by game.
I think that there's a lot of unknowns about the team. New coach coming in, he had hit the transfer portal hard because he didn't get to recruit for IU. Had a really great year last year at James Madison. If they weren't a first year going, from the small FBS, I think they would have been possibly in a New Year's Six game, but they weren't eligible for a bowl game. They petitioned and was denied just because the rule is first year. You got to be in the big time football for 2 years before you can go to a bowl. I think this team's going to be better than what anybody expects, anybody thinks. This guy is a motivator like nothing we have ever seen here. And I just think that, all the experts are underestimating how good this team can be. And I think we're in for an exciting, fun year.
Yes, no, I agree with you. Critchlow, you get any starting words for our Hoosiers before we go on this game-by-game predictions?
There's a lot of question marks. We could be 4-8 or 9-3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're not kidding there.
We'll see if we can win the games we should.
Okay.
That's been our problem. Last year there was a bunch down the stretch, like the last four. I think we were leading in the fourth quarter. So
Right. That's true. That's very true. I remember that. Josiah, how about you, sir?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Logan on this. I did a little reading, and I found a good interview with Signetti talking about how he just refuses to not be successful, and one of the defensive players was saying that it's really rubbing off on the team, and they have 8 home games, so let's not forget that. I think that's going to benefit them, and yeah, I think they're going to be a lot better than what people think.
Okay. Well, good insight from my schmoes. I kind of agree with a little bit of everybody right there. Also, 415 followers now. Follow the Joe Schmoes. Also, like and subscribe to the Joe Schmoes on YouTube. We need those YouTube subscribers. We need more of them. Bring them. Bring them the Corn Man. Bring them to the Schmoes. Bring them to the Beard. Bring them to Critchlow. Bring them to Batman. Uncle Buck. We need them. We need all of you guys. With that said, before we bore everyone to death, let's get into this IU season preview, win by wins, how we feel they're going to fare. We will start. Here's how we do this, boys and girls. We just go game by game, and then we just keep it in our head what we think they're going to be, and that's just how we do it. That's the way it goes. So the first game, very favorable matchup. We get FIU at Indiana. They already have the spread on this game, for crying out loud. Indiana's a 20-point favorite. 3:30 on the Big Ten Network, Saturday, August 31st, 10 days from now. I will start and say IU easily gets the job done here, knocks this game out. Logan?
Yeah, I agree. This is this one of the easier games on the schedule, but they're going to come out with a bang. I think they're going to put up 50 points.
Okay, 50 points. Critchlow, I'm assuming you got IU winning this one, right?
Yeah. We'll handle business. The first 2 games are. The second one, I think, will be even worse than that one.
Yeah. I think, like I said, I agree with you as well. The Beard.
This game is going to this is going to be cruise control on this one. Indiana's going to win big.
Yeah, I agree. I think this will be a good game. I kind of like starting with a cupcake outside of having to start with like an Ohio State or a Michigan like we have in the past. We fared pretty well against Ohio State last year, but, at the end of the day, it's still Ohio State. I don't care if they win by 10. It's like, dang it, that's almost a guaranteed loss. We've never beat them since the Big Ten has pretty much been in existence, at least I feel like anyway. So, easy win for the Hoosiers. Western Illinois next. I'll also call that a win. IU starts the season 2-0. Logan, I'm assuming you feel the exact same way about this.
Yep, 100%.
100%. Critchlow's already said he feels 2-0, so we'll just skip him on this one and go right to the Beard.
2-0.
2-0. So far, the Hoosiers, we got them going 2-0 to start this season. Maybe the Signetti era is kicking off with a bang. IU starts out 2-0, but will it remain with the next game? Oh, this is a treat, by the way, people. NBC, going to be on NBC this year. This game is at 7:30 at the Rose Bowl at UCLA, Pasadena. We are going to play UCLA. Now, I hate before we get in this one, I'm still not crazy about having 4 West Coast teams come to the Big Ten. But this aspect of it, though, I do like. This is a neat experience, and this will be cool. Like, you never thought in a million years IU would play UCLA in football, or the potential of playing USC, or maybe even like Washington. We played Oregon a few times. But, you know, the idea that you get to play these big-name programs, it is going to bring us up an uptick. But with that said, UCLA, I think, is going to win this ball game. It's at UCLA. IU, 2-1 after 3 games for me. Bentley, what do you got?
I think IU wins this one. Start out 3-0.
Ooh,
Hear me out. Hear me
listen
out.
to that.
One,
That's all right. Yes, I love it.
they're coming from the Pac-12. Pac-12 schools are not used to playing any sort of defense whatsoever. They put up 60 points regularly because the Pac-12 didn't care. That's why their quarterbacks never really succeeded too well in the NFL, because they had no defense going into it. So when they got to play real defenses, they struggle. And I think this is going to be their first real Big Ten game. And I think IU comes out there and they don't play defense anyway, so we're going to put up 50 more on them. 3-0 to start the year.
3-0. Critchlow, what do you got?
I think we'll win. I think they have a lot of turnover out there as well. I think we look better even on paper. We'll see. It's a game I think we should win. Now, our problem in the past is these are games we don't win. And I think this game will be critical for how our season goes. We need to win the games we can win.
Yeah, and I'll give – the analytics have UCLA at a 78% chance to win this ball game right now. It's early, but that's the way it lines up on the analytics right now.
Don't they have a new coach? And
Yeah, they
had
do.
a lot of turnover because it was Chip Kelly that left.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I think they've had quite a bit of turnover as well, which nowadays with the portal, that's a yearly thing, I guess.
Oh, it's the new basketball and football as far as I'm concerned. Josiah, we can't forget about you. What do you think of this game?
I would love to jump on that train. I think it's going to be a close game, but I don't think the Hoosiers are going to pull it out. I think they're going to lose because I don't think they're going to have enough of that swagger yet. I think that close loss may motivate them. I think they are going to take the L in this game.
Okay, so we got 2 wins and 2 losses in this one. Me and Josiah have them at 2-1. Batman and CeeLo have them at 3-0 to start the season. Boy, don't get me wrong, Joe Schmoes.
I hope I'm wrong. Yeah, absolutely. I definitely. I'll throw Logan and CeeLo a party if that happens.
Yeah. Well, now before I get too down on these Hoosiers, they're going to go 3-1 after that because they got Charlotte coming in next.
Yeah.
The analytics has them at a 75% chance to win that ball game. I think they get the job done easily in this one. IU 3-1, and like you guys said, a lot of home games this year. It's already going to be IU's 3rd home game and 4 games to start the season. 3-1 for the Hoosiers after 4 weeks. Batman, I'm assuming you're going to have them 4-0.
Yep, they're going to average 45 points over the first 4 games. Their offense is going to be electric.
Oh, that'd be so fun to watch. I hope you're right. Critchlow.
Yeah, we're going to win this. I hope we average 45 a game. I don't know if we will.
Sweet.
But I would even be happier with us playing some defense. That would be nice.
Yeah.
We haven't been known to play very much D. And I think he brought quite a bit of the defense over.
Well, he pretty much brought his whole team over.
I think, what was it, 12 people that came over?
So
12 or 13.
Yeah, it was a bunch.
A chunk of them were on defense, which
8 or 10, I think.
Is that how many it was? And
Yeah,
I think that will help get the defensive system in and get them hopefully up to speed as quick as possible for the situation.
Now, look, I'll piggyback off Logan before I get to the Beard's prediction on the 4th game, which I'm pretty sure I know he's going to say. But I'll piggyback off Logan a little bit because we were talking about the receivers last week. The Sterrett guy and McCauley together, that looks dangerous to me. They look like they could really be a problem for a lot of teams that people don't realize. Both of them are like 6'3". Well, actually, McCauley, McCauley's 6'5". McCauley's tall.
5.
Yeah, he's tall.
He's
Yeah, he's like Megatron. Yeah, he's like Megatron.
and I don't know if you haven't seen him in person, he is jacked.
I'm sure he is. I've got no doubt
Like
about it.
a 12-pack, like it's stupid.
Well, I mean, when you start out as a quarterback and you realize your quarterback position don't work and they still find something to do with you, that means you're pretty fucking good
Sure,
at football.
right.
Sure.
You know, there's really only one excuse to have on that. Josiah, let's not forget about you though. Charlotte, Indiana,
Yeah.
who you got?
Yeah, they're going to put up like 50 or 60 points in this game, an easy win.
Yep, I have to tend to agree. Now gets a little more tricky from here, although I still think the schedule lines up well up until around the end of the season.
We have a pretty favorable schedule.
It's favorable until the end. At the end, it does get tough. At the end, it gets very tough outside of Purdue. But our next game, though, it's another home game. The analytics, before I say the team, analytics has Indiana only at a 37% chance to win this ball game. They face the Maryland Terps. Now, quick question, because remember, we're the Joe Schmoes. We don't always have our facts on us. Is Tua still on that team? Is Tungalova still on that team? Tua's little brother.
Couldn't tell you.
No idea.
I swear he's been there as long as Donovan McNabb was at Syracuse.
Okay.
It seemed forever because he played for forever.
Well, now before we get into this, part of that is because of COVID. The people are still using their COVID years.
Yeah, this is the last year for the COVID year.
Yeah, we're coming to an end on these COVID years finally. But hell, there's one kid I read about. He's like in his 7th, 8th year of college, and he got granted eligibility to play still. So
is that Bohannon in Iowa?
It's great.
Yeah, he was like 24, 27.
Yeah.
Like 35 in his senior year. His 18th senior year.
But anyway,
he's a super senior.
I think he's gone.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you can bring it up, that'd be good.
I don't see him on the roster.
He's probably gone. Then he may have transferred though, because I don't think he's out of eligibility. A lot of those guys do graduate transfers for their final year of college. I mean, it is what people do, unless your name's Trey Galloway. But outside of that, most people leave their 5th year. But anyway, before we bore everyone to death here, let's keep this thing moving. Maryland at Indiana. Once again, Indiana a 37% chance to win this ball game, so they must be favoring Maryland. I'm going with the Hoosiers, boys. We're going 4-1 to start this season. I think I'm with Logan. I think the IU is going to be a little bit better than people think. I think their wide receiver core is going to be a problem. I'm not so sure about the running back situation for us, but I think our wide receivers, with the good quarterback that we got this year in Rourke, I think it's going to be lights out. I'm with you, Logan. We're putting up points this year. 4-1 to start the season for the Hoosiers. Batman, you're up.
Same. I think this game's a little closer than what the first 4 were. I think it'll be a lower scoring game, but I still think IU starts the season 5-0.
5-0. September 28th game to be exact. CeeLo, you're up.
I think we handle business in this game. I think Maryland is solid, but I think by this time, hopefully, we'll be rolling. And I think this offense could be special. The quarterback's good. He's got weapons.
He does. He's got weapons.
He's very good.
Yeah, he is very
Miles
good.
Price kid, I think, could be dangerous out of the slot too. I think that's where he's at. So, and with McCauley and the other kid, they're good.
Hey, keep your eye on Omar Cooper too. Don't forget about that guy. He can
I
play.
agree. No, he can ball.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing.
This is tight ends, but this is the best receiving core I feel like we've had in a long time.
We after we get done, we can go.
Right?
No, he's
That's on the Cowboys.
Yeah, he's a Cowboy. He's been a Cowboy for a couple of years now. That's a couple of years right there, Logan. All right, let's not forget. I've already said this about 50 times. Let's not forget about the beard.
Well, I think this will be their first big win. I think it's gonna be close, like Logan said.
Mm-hmm.
I may say that it'll be a last 2 minutes. The Hoosiers may take the lead.
All right.
I think it's going to be really close. I think that their momentum's going to carry them over and get the W.
All right, so 2 5-0s. Me and the Beard have them at 4-1 starting this season. On to the next game. This will be one of our road games. We got to travel to Northwestern. Guys, I'm going to call this a loss right now just because of all the home games we've had to start this season. I think we're going to get shell shocked in Evanston, Illinois, against Northwestern. I think they're going to beat us. I think this will be one of those letdown games where you feel pretty good about going into it. I think they get beaten this one. They're 4-2 after 6 weeks. Batman, how about you?
Yeah, I agree. I think this is a letdown game. You're riding high, starting 5-0, and I think they go into Northwestern, and Northwestern blows them out. I think this is one of the few games that we struggle to put up points, and I think they beat us by 3 scores.
Northwestern's a sneaky team like that.
Sneaky good.
Three scores.
They force a lot of turnovers. They're very quick athletically on defense. I think they have the skill positions on the outside to match up pretty well with our offense, and I think they beat us by at least 3 scores.
Okay. Critchlow.
I think we lose. I don't know if we're going to get that blown, but I think it's an ugly game. I don't think we score a lot. Something like 31-21 or 24-17.
Yeah.
Some of that, but I think that's the first L on the schedule.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I'll make another
solid.
I'll make another bold prediction on this game. The weather will be shit. It's the first weekend of October. I feel like as soon as we always hit October, we get that one weekend where it's just piss pouring rain. It may not be super cold yet. I think they go in, and I'm with you guys. I think they're going to get beat pretty good. Josiah, what is your prediction of this game?
Yeah, I'm going to say it's going to be about 27-7 Northwestern. I think Indiana's really going to struggle in this one.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way about it. I just don't see them getting the job done on that one. Which brings me to my next game. It's they're going to be idle the next week after, and then October 19th when they come back, they play the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Nebraska's got Matt Rule's their coach now. Has he been their coach for a couple of years now? Or is he brand new? I can't ever figure.
Year two.
This year 2.
You're right. It's year 2 for Matt Rule. He's put together a pretty good recruiting class at Nebraska. I look for this to also be a loss for the Hoosiers. They're going to be 4-3 after 7 weeks. I think they play a good game. I think they'll play solid at home. I just think Nebraska will be a little bit too much, and I think Nebraska gets the job done. By the way, the analytics have this at IU 38% chance to win the ball game. Batman, the floor is yours.
I think IU has a bounce back game here.
Okay.
Coming off the loss from Northwestern, kind of bringing them back down to earth a little bit. The bye week also helps. Signetti, I don't know how much you guys have researched this, but he's like 9-2 coming off of bye weeks. So given that extra week of preparation, healing up a little bit in the middle of the season, I think they come out, they're back to putting up 30 points in this game, and they win pretty convincingly.
Okay. Critchlow, how about you?
I think we lose. I'm actually supposed to go to this game, which could end up being a pretty big game to go to, especially if we roll in there 5-1. And if things go well, we could be 6-0. You never know. Nebraska's got the quarterback that's got the hype. I think the one they took from Georgia, he's one or two quarterback in the country, I believe. Dylan something. So they're going to depend on their record. I haven't looked at their schedule. So that could be a really big game at IU, which is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, well, now real fast before we get to the beard here, if you do go to that game, you need to wear your Schmo jersey. You got to promote the product.
Maybe then I can hook up with Josiah and get an IU one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll just text me.
Yeah, hey.
If I did do that, because mine's a Cubs blue. And I
understand.
No, I'd rock it if that's all I got. But no, then I could get like an IU football jersey or something. IU.
Hey, the beard can hook you up. Don't be hesitant to ask the beard.
That's right.
He loves doing that stuff.
Because one of the tile companies is buying us tickets and we're tailgating. So I'm hoping that's a big game. And is that October, right? It'd be a big
October 19th to be October 19th to be exact. Yes. Josiah.
October.
Yep, Josiah. How about your prediction, sir?
Yeah, I like the Hoosiers in a bounce back with that bye week.
Okay. All right, so you guys, I have IU at 4-3. Batman's got him at 6-1. Critchlow, what'd you say, win or lose in that one? Loss? You said loss, right? Yeah. So 5-2 for Critchlow, and then Josiah has him at 5-2 as well so far after 7 weeks, and I've got him at 4-3. So next game, boy, it doesn't get any easier. Washington comes to Indiana. We do get them at home. They're giving us a 34% chance to win this game. Like Logan said at the outset of this podcast, we're not getting a lot of love from the experts, which is fine. IU never really does get any love from the experts when it comes to football.
No.
So to me, that's not a big deal.
No, the main thing is Signetti doesn't care either.
No, he does not. I think with what's happened with Washington, they lost the coach. Their teams are depleted. I know they've gotten a little bit of a bounce back. IU 5-3. They get the job done on a Halloween weekend. No, not Halloween weekend, but close to Halloween weekend game matchup. Hoosiers pull out their bag of tricks and take them 5-3. Logan, how about you?
I agree. It's another Pac-12 team coming to the Big Ten. I think it's a lot like UCLA. Not a lot of defense going on. New coach, new quarterback. I think IU puts up a ton of points, and there's another 30 bag going on the scoreboard for IU. And
30 bagger.
They start great season 7-1.
Wow, Logan 7-1. I've got him at 5-3. Critchlow, are you going to match me at 5-3, or are you going to go 6-2?
Oh, I think we win that one. I was listening. Washington lost a lot.
They did.
Quarterback's gone, coach, and from what I read, I don't think they hit the portal real hard.
I'd have to look at that a little closer, but
I was listening to a podcast earlier talking about that, and they didn't hit the portal real hard. And it being at home, if it was out on the West Coast, maybe not. But here, I think we can win that game.
Okay. Josiah, how about you?
I like Washington in this one. Something doesn't feel right for me on this. I think Indiana's going to overachieve a lot this year because of the coach, but for some reason, this feels like one of those games that's just not going to happen.
Okay, so 5-3, 7-1, 6-2, and I believe you just matched me at 5-3. So we all have IU with winning records. Some are more optimistic than others, but I can tell you right now, I got IU winning this next game. We're going to bring that brass spittoon home this year, boys. It's coming back to Bloomington. We're going to go hot-tuh and spit right in the brass spittoon. That's what we're going to do, hot-tuh, and spit right in that brass spittoon. We're taking that game. I don't give a damn what the analytics say. IU, big win at Michigan State, and I think it's not even close. They're going to blow them out. Big win for the Hoosiers on the first November game of the season. I have them at 6-3 after 9 weeks or 9 games. Batman, how about you?
Then I think they go in there, and I don't think it's close. I think they put up another 30. I honestly think this offense is just going to be one of the best that we've had in 20 years. And I think they win this one running away.
All right. Critchlow, do you have a little hot tour for me as well in that brass platoon, or are we?
I don't know about all that, but I do think we'll handle business against them because I think they're still a mess up there.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So after the Mel Tucker disaster, it's still kind of because they were awful last year, which they beat us, but that doesn't say a whole lot. But I think
we were also a disaster.
Yes, we weren't very good either.
Yeah. All right, Josiah.
Well, this ain't going to be Sparta because I think the Hoosiers are going to take it.
There you go.
I mean, Indiana should have beat them last year.
Correct.
Yes, they should have. Yes, that's no doubt. They had it in really the last 3 games of the year. It really pained me to say it about Tom Allen as well. Because I love me some Tom Allen. I love me some Tom Allen. I still think he's great, but it was the way he was losing ball games. It was just time. He had lost it. You know what I mean? He just had lost it. It's all good. Now this is where the season kind of gets tough for the Hoosiers. This is a tough finish, in my opinion. The schedule's pretty favorable up until this point. Number 9 Michigan next. Granted, they do come to Indiana. They only have us at a 16% chance to win this ball game. I think that's fairly fair. I know Michigan's got a new coach. I know they got a lot of new players, but they are still recruiting at a very high level. I do not see how we win this game. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. 6-4 after 10 weeks for me. That's just how I see it. Go ahead, Logan. That's all I got for Michigan.
Yeah, I think even though I think Michigan is slightly overrated, sitting in the preseason at ranked number 9, they're still a lot better than IU. I think this is our second loss of the year, and we're sitting at 8-2 after 10 weeks. I think it's a close game. I don't think it's a blowout, but I think it's close, within maybe 10. But no, Michigan gets it done.
Let me tell you something right now, though, Logan. If IU is 8-1 going into Michigan, we're all getting tickets. We're all going to put on our IU Schmo jerseys, and we're just going to go together. And we're going to cut the goddamn podcast while the fucking game's going on, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, because if we're that fucking good, all fucking bets are off, as far as I'm concerned. I apologize for the F-bombs, but goddamn, that'd be amazing. Crutchlow, how about you?
Yeah, they'll wear us down and take over at the end, 10 to 17-point loss. And I hope we just come out and look respectable. I think Michigan's still too strong in the trenches, and they'll wear us down like they do. And we'll be, what's that put me at 6-3?
Well, it's after 10 games, so it probably puts you at 6. Yeah, 6-4. Well, it'd be 10 games.
3.
Yeah,
I'd be 7-3 then.
Yeah. I'm at 7-3. I got him at 6-4. Logan's got him at 8-2. You'd be 7-3, and Josiah, you got him at 6-3 right now. Although, will that change or will that stay 6-1?
Well, I wish I had a different prediction, but I agree with Logan. I don't think Michigan is quite as good as their preseason ranking, but they're most certainly better than the Hoosiers.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that we can keep it close and maybe even have a chance to steal it in the end. They're just a better team. So I think we're going to win.
It's pretty fair assumption, and I am just going to go on a limb right now. I think every one of us is also going to say this next one's going to be a loss. I kind of feel like Logan feels like it might be something different. He's going to say loss. There's no way. IU at Ohio State at the Horseshoe on November 23rd. I don't know if that's Thanksgiving weekend or not, but Thanksgiving weekend is the next weekend. So the weekend before Thanksgiving, before we fill our bellies with turkey and gizzards and ham and potatoes and a personal favorite of mine, pumpkin pie with whipped cream. Lots of whipped cream, by the way.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Like, just give me a whole thing of Cool Whip.
The big tub, the big old tub of Cool Whip, and just throw a little slice of pumpkin pie in it.
Yeah.
And then that'll
Matter
work.
of fact, I might just take the pumpkin puree and just dump it in the Cool Whip and stir it around and just eat it like it's ice cream. And then also my Dutch apple pie. So great. But let's get back on point here. I got a little off point there. I'm sorry. We all.
I was wondering if we were going to a food review podcast at this point.
Maybe we'll get one on Thanksgiving Day. But I am smoking my turkey this year on my trigger.
Ah, boy.
Stay tuned for that one. But anyway, all joking aside, Indiana at Ohio State. I have IU getting destroyed in this game. Ryan Day is on a mission this year. I know he's wanting to kind of take back the clutches of that Ohio State team. They are a national title contender right now as it stands. I like Ohio State big time over us. We're going to lose this game by over. I give it 3 or 4 or 5 touchdown loss. Easy.
Yeah,
it's going to be ugly. At the Horseshoe, not going to be good. That's all I got, though, Logan. What you got?
Yeah, I think it's a loss, but
Okay.
I think it's close. I think they keep it close for the first half, and then the second half, Ohio State opens up the playbook a little bit and ends up beating us by 4 scores.
Yeah, that's really about what I said, too. I mean, it's pretty good. Critchlow, I'm assuming you're probably feeling the same way.
Yeah, we'll get rolled.
Yeah. it's kind of hard not to think they wouldn't get rolled.
I don't think there's any way we win that game.
Yeah, that would be once again. It'd be like IU being 8-1. After 9 weeks. I mean, you're literally going to be dancing in the rain, and
I think 8-1 after 9 is more likely than us beating them.
you could be right. Josiah, what do you got for me?
Well, I mean, obviously, I think they're going to lose, but instead of telling you what I think will happen, I'm going to tell you what I hope happens. In a loss, and I hate the term moral victory, but man, if we could keep it close, just to show some people like, hey, we can hang with these guys, I think that'd be great. I don't think that's going to happen, but I think it would be great. I'm just dreaming here. Like if Signetti really motivates him, and let's say the score ends up being 31-21, that wouldn't be terrible. That you could say, okay, that's a respectable score. Going
I think
to
you got
horseshoe,
the
but
21 part right. I think you got that right.
you just think it'll be 61-21.
Yeah, maybe not that bad, but it's gonna be bad. They're gonna score 49 points on us.
Yeah, I have to agree with pretty much all of y'all on that. So last 2 games losses, and then we close out with the good old Purdue Boilermakers. They got our gosh darn bucket. It is time to
but we're getting it back.
It is time
getting it back.
This is the year. I don't even care if we don't win any other game this year. I'm wrong. I hope we win a lot of games. But I really want IU to win this game. They are going to win this game because Purdue sucks. They got the most butt-ugliest campus in the world. I've been there many, many times. It's like building on top of building. Looks like the goddamn Columbia Republic or whatever.
Concrete jungle.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, or whatever they call that thing down south. Whatever. It's ridiculous. They got one decent restaurant called Triple X, and then the rest of them stink, as far as I'm concerned. So
I don't know if I'd go that far, buddy.
I'm building up IU. What can I say here, bud?
I prefer the restaurants in Bloomington, but I do live close to West Lafayette. There's some good places.
There's a couple of good places. IU's got more, and they're better.
I agree with that.
It's also easier to drive around the IU campus. Have you ever tried to drive around the Purdue campus?
Unfortunately, too many times.
Have either one of you two ever drove around the Purdue campus?
I drove through the center of it once. I got halfway
How bad
through
was it?
It was terrible. It was
a nightmare, isn't it?
It was it's like driving through downtown Atlanta.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Horrible.
You got stinking Purdue kids just crossing the street, don't give a damn about nothing. I mean, I'm surprised I haven't hit one of them. I won't say it out loud because we'll get canceled, but you know what I'm saying.
Corbin.
It's terrible. Like, it's god awful. They're everywhere. Everywhere. My goodness, it's a mess. Go Purdue. We got Zach Edey. Yeah, whatever. Still ain't win no national championship.
Best team you ever had, still can't pull it off.
Yeah,
your banners are dusty.
Yeah. Our banners are dusty, but they're still banners.
We'll dust them off. They're still there.
You can come dust them.
Yep. Absolutely. So we're being a little salty towards Purdue right now. At least I definitely am. Ugly campus.
It is an ugly campus.
It's an ugly campus, people. I mean, it's ugly. I mean, there's a million Indian restaurants there. It's gross. I mean, it's terrible. So, as far as I'm concerned,
the Indian restaurants, some of them are good.
I'm just kidding. They actually are pretty good. All right,
that's great.
Let's get back on point here, though. IU Purdue, we're taking back that bucket this year. IU by a lot of points. I'm going 35-0. We're going to shut them out.
Whoa!
It's going
Shut
to
up.
happen. And then we're going to send their butts packing back to that place that looks like the Dominican Republic or whatever up there in Purdue. Building on top of building. Building on top of
I don't even know what
there.
the Dominican looks like. I'm going to be honest with you.
I don't either.
Neither do I.
Oh, wow.
It is the concrete jungle, though.
It's terrible.
There's no grass anywhere.
It's terrible. All right. I got
35-0. You got 35-0.
35-0. Batman Bentley. How do you got them finish out the season?
Yep, they come out and win. They went big. This is Cignetti's first real, Purdue rivalry game. He's going to come out and make a statement. We're going to win 49-10.
Yeah, boy. Love it. Critchlow.
45-13.
45-13. We got blowouts across the board right now. We just need one more.
38-10. That's what I'm saying.
Woo! Love it, boys. So I've got IU finishing out 7-5 this year in Kurt Cignetti's first year. I think they're going to be competitive. I got them at 7-5. Jimmy LaRoe, only one comment, has them at 6-6. They will make a bowl game. 6-6. I mean, I'd be fine with 6-6 too. I mean, anything that involves IU going to a bowl is just great for the university in general.
I'm sure Logan probably knows this too. Cignetti has 13 straight winning seasons, and he says he does not plan to have a losing season.
Yeah. He did say that too. You're right, Critchlow. He said, "Hey," how do you recruit well? He goes, "Simple. I win. Google it." That's all he said. He was done. So, Batman's got him going 9-3 this season. I've got him at 7-5. Critchlow, you got him at 8-4?
Yeah, I think 8-4 is right. Ohio State, Michigan, Northwestern, and who's the other one? Nebraska.
Josiah, you're getting divorced, buddy.
No, Josiah.
I'm not going to get divorced, but there's going to have to be some serious family talk.
You can move in with me that week.
Yeah.
No, I don't need to move in because she'll have to go somewhere because I'll be cheering when they win 38-10.
Okay.
Yep. There'll be some salty Purdue fans. They're gonna have to go back to their. They're gonna have to climb. They're gonna have to climb up the building just to get to their room.
See, what I'll do is I'll take my tumbler and I'll just all them tears that she cries when they get beat down. I'll sip them,
Yeah, and they have to
strength.
walk. And you have to walk to Purdue because you can't park nowhere. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Oh,
dude,
the
no
parking
whatsoever.
Dude, if I were a student there, I would have a fake parking pass. I mean, it is insane. There's nowhere to park.
Yeah.
Dude, when I Ubered, I'm not going to lie, when I Ubered over there, some of the kids had their parking was near the freaking airport. And I'm like, you got to take a cab to your car. I mean, it's not near anything.
No, it's terrible.
It's ridiculous.
I hate door dashing over there. I hate door dashing over there. It's awful. And of course, now I'm not just gonna piggyback off Purdue students. All young kids are like this. Hey, can you bring my food up five floors for me? No, MFer, go downstairs and get it. Jesus, are you kidding me? I'm 40 years old. You're 20. Use your goddamn legs. Jesus Christ. I had to get that out there. I had to get that out there. But and plus you're not tipping me. Get your ass downstairs and grab the food. For crying out loud. What the hell? But boys, do we have anything else today on this special edition of the Joe Schmo IU season preview? 7-5, 9-3, 8-4, 7-5. IU's having a winning record this season, folks. You heard it here first from all four of the Joe Schmoes.
Question for you guys. Yeah, I got a question for you guys. So all of us have them winning seasons, so they're all going to bowl games. How do we think they do in the bowl game?
Lose.
It depends on who they play.
Oh no!
I mean,
you can't go that route.
Yes, I can. I'm not. I mean, if we end up playing like Oklahoma for some reason, if we do go 9-3 or 8-4, we're going to get killed.
Yeah,
I mean, if we play some team like Arizona, we're going to win.
There it is.
Yeah,
matchups are everything.
Doesn't matter who they play. Doesn't matter what bowl they go to. They're going 10-3.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
To just get some eyeballs on it.
I'll tell you what. So you got them going 10-3. So that probably means they're going to have to probably play an upper echelon team. Who do you have them playing? Give me a team.
So it obviously depends where they end up with in the standings, because each standings have the bowl tie-ins and whatnot.
True.
But
Just
I
name
think
one
they're
off.
gonna play a top 25 team. I think they're gonna
What?
play like a
want
Miami.
Top
Yes,
25,
there we go.
Bentley?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll be in the conversation.
Okay, well, you guys think Michigan's overrated at 9,
Mhm.
but they're much better than us. So if you're saying we're top 25 team, then we're not
By
that
record,
far.
will be as far as are we actually a top 25 team? No, but I think we win enough games that it puts us in the conversation.
We're 9-3. We're in the top 25 in the Big
Yeah,
Ten. That's all
I think we're close there. But I think we
Mhm.
play a team like Miami or an upper. I think we'll play another top 25 team.
We're probably not that far off of Michigan then. We're that good.
Wouldn't be. No, I'm kind of with Critchlow on this. I think they're going to have to play.
Rated at 9, that probably means you think they're in the 12 to 15 range. We go
Because
9-3, we're going to be top 20 more than likely, not 25.
and they'll be top 4 in the Big Ten to boot as well.
With the schedule, I was thinking they'd be somewhere around 23.
Okay.
Did you see
Give or
what the over under for our wins this year?
Yeah, like 3.5.
Low 5.
Is it?
Is it really 3.5?
No, it's 4.5. I think.
I'm looking at 5 on DraftKings.
Okay.
So it's probably in the 5.5 range.
Yeah, they're gonna blow that out, almost double it.
All right.
They don't like pushes.
I'll
Put your money down, folks.
Yeah, put your money down. I tell you what, I'll give you one. I'm going to give you an actual college team they're playing. If they go 7-5, they'll probably have to play some team like the Virginia Tech Hokies, some team like that. I still think they get beat.
Heck,
Yep.
those type schools.
Yep. So I still think they would. I think they will lose 7-6. So nothing to be ashamed of. I mean, unless you're Kurt Cinetti, I know he's going to be wanting a whole lot more than that, and I hope he gets it. I'm rooting for the guy. We've actually gotten pretty lucky with fiery coaches these last couple of years. Tom Allen was fiery, and this guy looks to be even more fiery. I guess I read a neat article the other day or yesterday about Don McCauley, about how he's been pretty much really riding his ass, and McCauley loves it. McCauley's like, yeah, that's exactly what I needed. Tom Allen wasn't doing that to me. This guy is. I think he's going to make me a lot better. And let's not kid ourselves. McCauley, like we talked about, he's Megatron. He's Megatron height. And the guy can make catches like Megatron, too.
He could have gone about anywhere he wanted.
Yeah, he decided to come back. The rumor was if he wasn't going to go to IU, he was going to go to Florida State. That's the rumor. Right. That's what I read
Michigan, Penn
yesterday.
State, Florida State, that's a big one. But from what I heard, not just money, but after I think him and his parents talking to Signetti seemed to really believe in whatever his vision is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Doing so.
Yeah, he sure does. But
never lost. I thought that was interesting. He's never had one ever. A losing season.
Nope.
That's cool.
Not yet, although I'd hate to bring the mood down a little
yes,
bit. He has it's a James Madison, people. I just want to let that sink that in a little bit. I don't want to make anybody mad. Don't want to make anyone mad here. James Madison, Big Ten, IU. It's gonna be a little harder for him at this level. I'm just happy he's got the favorable schedule. Josiah, you got anything to add to this, bub?
I believe in Signetti. I do. I mean, when guys have that kind of confidence rolling in, I think, obviously I'm more of a basketball guy, and when you took a guy like Archie from Dayton, and we talked about that's a big step up, but football's different. Winning's winning, man. The big difference in football is when you got your second and third string is almost as good as your first. That's where I think we're going to struggle against like Michigan but when you believe in yourself like that, you're going to get those guys like that. I think we got a really good coach, man. I believe in him.
That's good. I agree. If we ain't got nothing else, we've been at this for about 50 minutes now. This has been a good video. Once again, like and follow the Joe Schmoes on Facebook. Like and subscribe to the Joe Schmoes on YouTube. I will post this to YouTube right after we get off here. But still playing with formats here. We definitely want to try and take our product to the next level here real soon. We got a lot of ideas bouncing around. Everyone's been contributing. Batman's contributed. Critchlow contributes. The Beard has always been a great contributor.
I just make jerseys. That's
you
all I do.
make jerseys and you make them great hype videos for us, man. And also, let's not forget Joe Schmo, Player of the Game, is coming real soon to the Joe Schmo's page. We're going to post those to the Colts pages. We're going to post them to the IU pages. We're going to bring in even more followers. We're going to keep bringing them in. We're going to suck them in. Bring the juices, old news. The Joe Schmoes are in, people. That's how it's going to be. Anything else, boys? Anything else at all?
No, I just wanted to shout out Jeremy Batchelor for helping with the setup.
Jeremy Batchelor, a new follower, by the way. I didn't realize he wasn't a follower. He just now sounded – I noticed that today because we jumped a couple of followers today. Thank you, buddy. We do appreciate you following us. I believe I did send the invite out to him, but, I get it. You don't always see this kind of stuff on Facebook when you send people invites. I think I sent like 300 people invites and 80 people followed.
We'll take it.
We'll take it, absolutely. So
it was his idea to help get the background set up. So.
No, I love it, man. That's
good,
that's
man.
A great background. It's fun. It's funny you have that. Me and Uncle Buck have talked about having background setups in the future. Just like kind of like what you got right now. I love it too. You got them all incorporated there. We got the Hoosiers. We got Richardson. We got Halliburton, for crying out loud. We got the Irish football right there. You got the Colts. Little tablecloth right there. I mean, dude, you've got it going on here. But I will have to. I am going to have to bring your mood down a little bit at times. And I don't know if these two noticed it either. Sometimes when you talk at first, with that thing being so far away, we don't hear your voice right away until it comes in a little bit.
Oh, I got you. That makes sense.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't want to bring your mood down because I love your setup. I'm not dogging it at all.
I can move it closer. It's just
you may want to.
It's just a ring camera.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, maybe these two didn't notice it, but I was able to.
I noticed. I don't think it was the distance. I think it's just something with the audio.
It could be. It could be.
Wi-Fi.
No, Facebook Live's not the greatest for, but as of right now, it's all we got. So we just got to roll with it. But if that's not all, boys and girls, this has been the Joe Schmoes IU football special preview. Next week, we have the Colts season preview, and I know my fellow Schmoes are excited about that. There's also Uncle Buck's hot takes. There will be no hot takes next week. The only hot take is how good are the Colts going to be. I'm gonna tell you right now, Uncle Buck's going to have the Colts going to the Super Bowl. He's going to have them win the Super Bowl,
he's going to have them 17-0 undefeated Super Bowl champs.
Yeah, but that's why we love Uncle Buck, because Uncle Buck is the ultimate hype man. I love the guy. Also, Uncle Buck has got puppies for sale, 3 of them to be exact, French Bulldogs. Kind of expensive, but he's trying to kind of break into that French Bulldog. He wants to become like a breeder of French Bulldogs. He's trying to get started. So if anyone's watching, if anyone's interested in owning a French Bulldogs, those puppies, he's selling 3 of them. They're all boys, by the way. Those puppies go on sale October 1st. That's when he's going to try and sell those puppies. So if anyone's interested in French Bulldogs, I know I'm not. I can't stand dogs, but I got a new toy poodle walking around here somewhere. The most ugliest dog I've ever seen in my life. But I'm not a dog guy. They give me hay fever and all that kind of stuff. But I just want to give a little shout out to Mr. Uncle Buck. He's trying to sell his puppies. Help out Uncle Buck. Help him get those puppies sold so Uncle Buck can make some money.
Buy them bucking puppies.
That's right. Anything else? I know we're kind of rambling here. The babble's kind of hitting hard. Logan's kind of like close her down so I can go to bed, for crying out loud. I'm tired. I've been working on my daughter's recruiting stuff
I'm missing Crowder's live stream of the DNC drinking game.
Well, let me get you off right now, but no. I'll tell you what, one more shout out. My son, a fellow Schmo, RJ Corndog, starts his football season this week. He plays for the Frankfurt Hot Dogs now. He's a Frankfurt hot dog. He's going to be playing football, basketball, and baseball. I'm very excited for it. It's a senior season. Give RJ Corndog a thumbs up and a shout out from the Joe Schmoes. We appreciate you. And as always, we are the Joe Schmoes. There's only one thing to say, boys. Go Hoosiers.
That's right.
Go Hoosiers.